Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are broadcasting from the Robbinsdale Center Gymnasium on the campus of beautiful Benilde-St. Margaret's, and we're bringing you girls Metro West Conference basketball featuring the visiting Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks, coming in with a 15-6 record, taking on the home Red Knights with a 6-16 record. So clearly seasons are mere opposites of each other. Benilde has a 6-game losing streak, so they're going to want to get back to the winning column. And of course, the Robbinsdale Cooper wants to come in and continue their winning season, but they are also on a 2-game winning streak. So both teams, having suffered 8 losses between them prior to tonight's game, both want to get on the winning track here, and we're about to begin. And taking the tip at center is Mimi Wheeler, a junior. On the right there, number 21, against the 8th grader Olivia Olson, who I think is an up-and-coming prodigy. And we're underway here at the Robbinsdale Center. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us at ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube, not only this contest, but all of our contests all year long. And we're underway. Cooper with the first possession. And Benilde in the zone defense shot from the top is taken by number 1, Andrea Tribble, off the rim. Rebound goes to number 24, Anissa Wolf. And now Wolf faces a double team just as she crossed the timeline, and now we've got a foul call right off the bat, just underway here, and the first foul of the game goes against Cooper, or no, against 24, Anissa Wolf. So not a great start for the Red Knights. Now Cooper with their second possession, score at 0, just underway here, and an interception almost by Wolf. And then the ball gets in the hands of Andrea Tribble, but it steps out of bounds. Oh no, that's number 0, Jayla Relaford. And that's a turnover on Cooper. Now they face a full court press, the Red Knights, they do, and that's Olivia Olson. She can do it all, folks. Plays center, wing, point guard. She has all the tools out there. She can score from anywhere. That's Wolf again. Good ball movement here by Benilde. Now down low to Patience Williams. She needs to have a good night, and that ball off the mark, but she'll get better. Just her first shot of the night as they warm up here. Score still tied at 0, 17 minutes to go, first half. And a hook shot there by number 15. That's Autumn Johnson, the senior for Cooper. Outside shot from three-point land. That overshoots the hoop entirely. Rebound, if you call it that, Wolf. There's a little collision at midcourt, no call. Olivia Olson comes with the left hand, and she struggled there underneath on the few games we've been here before. She'll figure that out eventually, but so far not right away here tonight, unfortunately for the Red Knights. And it's still 0-0, 16.5 minutes. We're 2.5 minutes into this contest, and that is number 0, Jayla Relaford, the junior. Down low, nice pass back to Relaford on the give and go, and it goes out of bounds off of Cooper. Red Knights take over, and the full court man-to-man, woman-to-woman, girl-to-girl press. Wolf will throw it in and gets it into Olson. I like that Olson brings the ball up, but now they got the Patience Williams, another superb athlete on the Red Knights squad here this year. Very young team here for the Red Knights, but they've got a lot of talent coming up, and we'll be seeing some of that off the bench, including Brooklyn Miller. And there's a nice shot by the Red Knights, and they get first blood, 2-0, just under 16 minutes to go. That is Jayla Relaford, 0. Over to the right wing to Tribble. Tribble now down low and tried to get it to number 15, Autumn Johnson, but it was a little high for her. And now we're back in the front court, and Swan takes a shot. She loves shooting that 3. Just a little short off the rim, out of bounds though, favors Benilde. 15:33 to go here. Here's the replay of the basket, I believe, right down low to Olivia. Nice pass by Patience, and those two have a nice chemistry, and it goes both ways. Olivia hitting Patience just like that. She'll try to return the favor. Patience unable to get the basket, but does draw the foul on number 21 there, right there. That's Mimi Wheeler, the junior. And so Patience Williams, here's that replay. Uses her head there to get on her arm, and I'm not so sure there was a foul there, honestly. I think, looked to me like Wheeler was just standing there and there was no contact. Looks can be deceiving though. It may have looked like a foul at first, and it was when she hit her head, maybe that's where the foul came. So it went right on her arm. First shot by Wheeler is good. 3-0 Red Knights. So what I thought was a bad start has turned into a very good start here. Cooper unable to get some points early on. Red Knights playing fairly steady here. And Williams off the back of the rim, but there's also the rebound put right back up. Nice defense there by Wheeler for Cooper. She altered Olsen's shot. Now possession to Red Knights, and that's Patience Williams from just at the top of the key, or to the right, I should say. Free throw line extended. And now rebound off that miss goes to Tribble. Tribble now at the point, over to the left side. Down low, nice ball movement, and Paul put right up there off the rim though by number 15, Autumn Johnson. And now Olivia Olsen brings it across the timeline, drives the lane, gives off to Patience on the baseline, shot off the rim, rebound. Patience gets her own shot, blocked from behind, and now she puts it back up. What great perseverance. And that draws a timeout from Rasheem Simmons, the head coach of Robbinsdale Cooper. He's seen enough. His team has yet to score a point over 3 minutes into the match as we watch Patience, and that is a great effort there by Patience Williams. Misses the first shot, follows it, gets the rebound, misses it, gets it up again, and finally makes the shot. That is effort. That's what wins games. As we look at Coach Michael Swan talk to Patience and the rest of the squad, they've got to start feeling good. They haven't won for 6 games here, and they're off to a great start, 5-0. Cooper still trying to find their rhythm. They come in with a great record, 16-6. Was my counts? Let's see if I'm right on that. Yes, 15-6 versus 6-16. Still only a 5-point deficit. Tons of time left here in the first half, and of course all the second half. So I look for Cooper to get it going. They do show good ball movement. Now down low to Wheeler. Wheeler gives it up to Johnson off the rim. And the rebound went off the Red Knights, so a throw in from underneath for Cooper coming up. 14:34 to go here from the Hobbins Center. That's Relaford, the quick throw in. Johnson missed it again. She's been very cold underneath that basket. Now driving the entire length of the court into the game there, number 2, Sophie Coleman, and she gives up the turnover. It was an easy steal for Cooper. She's got to be a little more careful than that. Now driving, Tribble with the 1-2 step off the rim, rebound to Olivia Olsen, and she's off to the races. She's going to take it all the way. Can she make this one work? No, another one off the rim. My goodness, she struggles there. And now on the other end, same situation, and Andrea Tribble drives the court, and this time she makes the layup, and Cooper finally with their first 2 points coming here at 14 minutes to go. It's now 13:52, the score 5-2. That's Olivia Olsen at the top of the key. She'll run it, gives it up to Williams now. Williams dribbles right, looking for Olsen down low, and good defense that time by Cooper. They saw it coming, and they blocked it. Now they're off to the races again, and Tribble takes the shot, drives the length of the court, and draws the foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2, I believe. Here she is, and she saw an opening there, went right by number 2, Coleman. Oh, that was her first basket. Great replay there by our staff. We've got Kurt, Nick on the cameras tonight. Paul and Rafi in the truck, bringing you all these great images from Hobbins Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. As we see at the line there, Andrea Tribble makes the first of a 2-point opportunity. Look at her scoring average, 18.4. 5-3, she'll try to cut it to 1, and we're gonna have a replay here. Or not a replay, a substitution. Now checking in, number 24, that's Victoria Levy. Just off our camera screen to the right, and there's the second by Tribble, and that's off the mark. 5-3 is your score. Olivia Olsen now, she'll bring it up. And they have had trouble at point guard here, and I'm glad to see that Coach Swan has chosen Olsen to bring it up. She can play both. Now she can go post up. That works just fine. And there is another turnover by Coleman, and the break, and Cooper. That is what they are good at, folks. That was a beautiful fast break off the steal, converted by Samoa Camara, the 8th grader for Cooper, and now we're tied. Cooper on a 5-0 run now. Boy, if I were Olivia Olsen, I would dribble the court 100 times tomorrow and just make those layups. Patience Williams from three-point land off the mark. Rebound, they're pushing it all the way up there. What a throw by Jayla Relaford. Just got tipped away by Benilde, but I like that throw. They are pushing it. There's another push right there on that fast break they finished a few moments ago. Now into the court. And Cooper down low. Nice defense though by Coleman. She's wearing that left knee brace. And directing traffic at the top of the key. That's Andrea Tribble, the junior. And now the three-point from outside, number 24. Just checked in Levy, the senior guard. Puts Cooper up top, for the first time tonight at 7-5. Now Wolf facing pressure. Benilde needing a basket. Cooper on a 7-0 run, now down low to Wolf, and nice turnaround jump shot from inside the lane from 5 feet. Evens the score at 7 with 12:05 to go. Both teams on losing streaks. Both teams playing well here early on. Nice ball rotation and nice interception by Patience Williams. And she's got the ball, she'll dribble it up. And boy, now they give to Lydia Olson and she gets bumped, and that's gonna be a foul on Cooper. On number 0, Jayla Relaford, that's team second. Benilde has 2 team fouls. Right there, Patience saw it coming. And that's what they've been doing all night long, and this time she anticipated it. Great defense by that woman right there. Patience Williams, now she'll run the point. Olivia Olson down low. Swan and Coleman on the wings for the Red Knights here. 11:36 to play. First half, Olson down, back to Williams. Now she tried to get it to Wolf, but it ends up in Swan's hands, and she's gonna shoot it off the mark. 0 for 2 from three-point land. Score still tied at 7, 11:20 to go. Now Cooper in the front court. That's Wheeler from just inside the free throw line in the lane, and she makes that nice and smooth shot by Mimi Wheeler, the junior. Cooper up front, 9-7. Olson facing lots of pressure, and she does get it over the timeline in town. Wow, what defense there by Relaford, making Olson work for every inch on the court. Now she takes her on the drive, make that shot. No, off the rebound. And now Wheeler comes up with it, and they call it on the line as jiving out of bounds was Relaford, right into our camera angle there. What action here, folks. There's one thing this game isn't, and that is boring. Look at that beautiful shot by Wheeler. Making Olson work the ball up the court. You can see her ball handling skills. Boy, if I were her, I'd shoot 100 layups a day, full court. Learn how to make those while you're going fast, because it's a different dynamic. You got to account for the momentum of your body when you're going that fast, and really let off on the ball. Otherwise, you're gonna miss, and that's what she's been doing. And that's gonna be an over and back turnover. And Olson does look a little tired right now. I wonder if she's gonna be asked to sit down here. I would definitely give her a rest, if not with a timeout, with the substitution. And now checking in for the Red Knights for Patience Williams is number 12, Tyrena Relaford. So we got 2 Relafords on separate teams. Be interesting to know if they're related. Okay, back underway. Cooper with a 2-point lead, 10:36 to go. That's Levy. Now from the outside, Tribble hits the 3, and now Cooper's starting to warm up here, 12-7. They're on a 12-2 run here since the last several minutes. That is Swan, now on top to Coleman. Coleman now, giving her plenty of room is Wheeler. They're not respecting her 3-point shot from the top of the key, that is for sure, because it's wide open. Now underneath, Wolf, and she loses it. And now Cooper trying to continue their run here. Just under 10 minutes to go now, first half. That's Levy down low quickly to Wheeler. Wheeler's turn shot. Nice defense by Wolf. Altered her shot. Now Olivia. Olson into the front court. To the left side, high on the wing. That is Swan. Swan now low, now to Wolf. Wolf drives the baseline left hand and makes it. That's a beautiful move by Anissa Wolf. Gets Benilde 2 desperate points there. 12-9, 9.5 minutes to go here, first half. Now we've got, that is Relaford. Turnaround right from the free throw line and off the mark, rebound to Wheeler. Rebound again, and she gets it in. Nice effort there by Mimi Wheeler right there. 2 rebounds, finally converts. 14-9, 9:14 to go here first half. Olivia Olsen now at the point. Facing lots of pressure, almost a double team. Boy, oh boy, wow. Relaford came in from underneath, and that is the danger. She's got to get rid of that ball right away. Once she gets across the timeline, she's just got to get rid of it to avoid that. And look at that shot by Tribble. That is big time shot. Looked beautiful. And now we've got a timeout on the court. 9:05 to go. If you're just joining us, Benilde got off to a 5-0 lead. We look at Coach Michael Swan, and that's Brooklyn Miller that just got up, so I expect her to come into the game right to his immediate right. She's got her warm-ups off. Swan doing his teaching there on the sideline. Two team fouls. Neither team near the bonus at all. 9:05 to go here, and that is the buzzer. So coming out of the timeout, I believe it will be Cooper ball, or it will be Benilde's ball. Yes, Benilde will have the ball. They'll throw it in, and they're going to face that full court press. And you can't blame Cooper for doing it. They have the speed, and Benilde does lack a experienced point guard out there. No, it's Cooper ball, my fault. Okay, now here is number 1, Andrea Tribble. 5-point lead for Cooper. 14-4 run, and that launching a shot is Levy off the mark, big rebound. Now Olsen, and then she does pass it at the timeline. I like to see that, and here comes Coleman. Couldn't make the layup. Olsen, Wolf gets the foul, and they call a jump ball on the block attempt by Cooper. Possession arrow favors the Red Knights. Wolf go up there. I don't know if it's a jump ball, though. Just a block. Good block. Great defense by Cooper there underneath. Again, Benilde struggling with those little shots underneath, not just Olsen. Coleman had it for sure 2 points. Missed easy shots like that, it's got to count for about 6 or 8 right now, which is the differential in the game. But again, we're talking about 8th graders here, and they lack the experience, but it'll come. There's a foul call on Cooper, and Patience Williams is now back in, and she'll allow Sophie Coleman to have a seat and take a breath. Now to throw it in, that's Tyrena Relaford for Benilde. Gets it into Wolf, quickly down low to Patience. She's gonna go up with it, and she converts off the board. Nice job by Williams. And now a timeout by Benilde this time. Oh, that's what the whistle's for. Patience Williams with that last basket reached the 1,000-point mark for her career. That is something special. Good for her. And a couple classmates came out with signs there, and they allowed and now they're coming out, a young guy there with some roses, and that is cool. Nice job there, Patience Williams. 1,000 points. Think about that, folks. That's a lot of points. And she deserves the applause, no question about it. She's a joy to watch out there. Okay, now Cooper, as we're back underway. So there was no timeout there other than to honor Patience Williams, and a classy act there by Benilde to honor one of their own, I thought. Cooper showing their respects as well. Okay, now Levy down low. Oh, it goes off Relaford, but she saves it into Autumn Johnson off the rim. She's struggling underneath. Her rebound shot now off. Rebound Cooper again on the ground. Are they going to call traveling? Yes, they are. Break there for Benilde. She couldn't get rid of it quite soon enough. There's Autumn Johnson, rebound. And the ball's on the ground. I don't see the travel there, folks. Nope, she didn't move. She's just sitting there, grabbed the ball and threw it. If she would have tried to move her butt on the ground or tried to crawl a little bit, then it's travel. But she didn't move at all. Olsen gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 on the other end. 7:48 to go. That's the foul on that girl right there, Andrea Tribble. So you can see Olsen now. She's just good at the point. Oh yeah, she gets totally hacked in the arm. Almost got the 3-point play there. Down 3, 11-14, 7:48, and her first of 2 shots rattles in. She can cut the lead to 1 here. Nice shot by Olsen. 14-13, 7:48 to go. Here comes Cooper now. They've warmed up since the early stages. Now driving all the way with the running junk. Off the rim, and fighting for it is Relaford, and they're gonna call a jump ball. Possession arrow this time favors Cooper. So they'll retain possession. Good defense by the Red Knights. That is Jayla Relaford to throw it in, the junior. Tyrena Relaford for the Red Knights. He's in 8th grade. And a quick shot into Autumn Johnson, and she is cold, cold, cold as this winner is. Now the quick jump shot from the side by the other Relaford for the Red Knights, and that's off the mark. So both Rellafords struggling from the field and shooting, and now we got another jump ball, and this time the Red Knights have the possession arrow. Nice hustle there by number 24 for the Red Knights. Anissa Wolf, the sophomore forward guard. 9:23 remaining, first half. Swan will throw it in underneath. Let's see what kind of play they've got called here for they're getting into Olsen on the left wing. She gets double teamed temporarily. Now she goes baseline and gets it. Oh! I'd like to see her kind of come right in underneath, do a reverse layup or something. She's got the ability. But the ball got tipped out of bounds as she tried to get it to Relaford in the corner to bail her out. Now Wolf, from almost the corner on the near side, gets it in easily to Williams now. Williams to Relaford. Relaford facing defense. And she loses it. Great defense there by number 2, Bree Frazier. When they're that tight on you, you gotta take them right there. When she's that tight, take her to the hoop. You gotta drive her. She's begging to be drive there. And if you let her stand there, she's gonna get the ball. She's very quick. Now Autumn Johnson, another miss, but Wheeler gets the so-called pass inadvertently, and she misses, and rebound goes to the Red Knights. We're still 1-point differential at 14-13, and now Swan, and they call the travel. Let's see, yeah, good defense. She got all ball, caused the travel there. No foul, good call there by that official right there. Not calling the foul is what I mostly mean. And now Swan will take a seat, and in for her is number 2, Sophie Coleman. So it's Coleman, Olsen, Wolf, Williams, and Relaford on the floor for the Red Knights right now. Now at the top of the key, that is Frazier. Now Tribble. And from outside, Frazier off the mark and out of bounds off number 3's Soma Camara, the 8th grader, on the rebound. Team fouls are 4 for Cooper, 2 for the Red Knights, and Wolf will throw it in, and they'll face the press here. There's Williams, back to Olsen. Olsen now across the timeline. Now she's got to get rid of it here. They're going to clam in on her. They almost, yeah, look at that. And that's that defense, and now they're off to the races with a great fast break, and she gets hammered, and she'll shoot 2. She, meaning Frazier, took the end of that third pass off the steal break. Boy, Cooper, they don't hesitate at all. Right when someone steals it, it is gone. That pass was a little behind her. She was able to come back. So good athleticism catching up with that ball that was behind her. Now she shoots again. Frazier off the back of the rim. Rebound, Wolf. Nice job. Benilde doing a nice job on the defensive boards. It's keeping them in the match here as they're just down 1. Oh, I thought Wolf almost traveled. 6:09 to go. Last week we were here bringing them against St. Louis Park, and this was the time of the game where it was fairly close, but St. Louis Park kind of took over right at the end, and Benilde needs to be wary of allowing them to go on a run, and they're putting that ball down there against this team with as quick hands as they have. Can't do that. They're going to steal it every time. Right there. Just unaware that you got to assume they're always coming after you there, Sophie. They're like an NFL defensive backfield. They're always going for the ball. Wolf cannot bring that ball down below your waist with this team. Not ever, 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 never. Or they're going to take it. Got to keep it up at your chest. It does take more effort. Now another steal. Benilde finally gets one. They give it right back up. And there's the easy layup. What a nice bounce pass by Relaford. And timeout on the floor with 5:31. I think that was taken by the Red Knight Swan. Yeah, he doesn't like what he's seeing. And he's just got to coach him, I believe, to just think first before you put the ball on the ground. Make sure there's no one around you. There's no hurry here. Got to slow it down in your head. Make this game appear slower than it is. As we look at Robbinsdale Cooper's upcoming schedule, after tonight, they go to Chaska. That'll be a good match. Chaska, we saw them against St. Louis Park a couple weeks ago. They're very strong. That is a great matchup there at Chaska. Next Tuesday, then they've got Jefferson at home and then Kennedy. And I believe that's when the sections will start. As we're getting into the winter tournament time, girls hockey will be bringing you that tomorrow night. Benilde-St. Margaret's hosting Cretin-Derham Hall at the Rec Center, 7 o'clock. I'll be there along with ParkTV 16 Sports. Streaming it live on YouTube. Oh, we're not streaming live, Paul Broden just told me, the producer in the truck. But we're streaming live tonight. Not sure why we're not streaming live tomorrow. Well, oh, they don't let us do it. I see. There's rights, I guess. Yeah, the section tournament. It is the first round. If Benilde gets by Cretin, and that's not a definite. I was looking at the brackets before coming out here tonight, and it's number 4 versus number 5, and the winner awaits Edina that has a bye. And that game, if Benilde wins tomorrow night in girls hockey, they will play Edina at the Ice Gardens of Parade Stadium at 5:30 on Wednesday the 12th. Okay, back underway, down low to Coleman. Coleman shows nice baseline presence. Her block shot gets to Patience Williams' hands, and now she has 1,002 points in her career. And she brings Benilde back to within 1 with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Cooper in the front court now. Over to the right side to Levy. Bounce pass underneath to Mimi, and wide open from the point. They lost track of her. Was Bree Frazier. No one saw her break after that initial pass to Levy. And then it went down to Wheeler, and there was the wide open Frazier for the easy 2 and a 3-point lead with 5:39 to go. Patience Williams off the rim on that rebound. Goes to Wheeler. Now Levy pushes it up the court. That's Tribble, number 1. Tribble now dribbling into Wheeler, and mistimed it. Wheeler couldn't quite catch up with it. Turnover against Cooper. That's a break for Benilde. Now Olsen into the front court. 4:20 to go. Half number 1. She drives the right side, stops, pops, shoots. Oh, off the mark. Overshot it off the backboard there. Rebound to Cooper. Now to the front court quickly, as usual. It's Relaford, gives it up to Tribble. Tribble to Frazier, down in the corner to Levy. The 3-point shot, she can make that one, and she did. That's her second one from that area and that range here in the first half. That gives her 6. And it is a 6-point lead for Cooper, their largest of the evening, with 3:50 to go. Now Brooklyn Miller will be checking in for the first time. She's their future point guard. She's got great ability, but again, only an 8th grader. Lacking in experience and physical maturity, but she's going to be a good one along with Olsen. They're both 8th graders. And there's a nice shot there by the Red Knights, number 24, Nysa Wolf. Now on the baseline, that could have been a travel possibly, and getting decked in the lane there. She paid a price, that's all right. Wolf coming over to make sure she's okay. That's great sportsmanship. There's Wolf on the other end with that left-handed off the mark. Nice shot, Wolf. Nice Wolf, and then look at that. Elbow all bandaged up. And I like that foul. Sometimes there's good fouls. That's only Benilde's 3rd team foul. And Wolf, when someone drives the lane, she made her pay a price. She took her out hard. But feeling no effects of that hard shot is number 2 at the line, Bree Frazier. It's that first shot, and Wolf will take a seat, and there's number 1 now in for the Red Knights, Swanson, taking her place. And now also checking in for the first time tonight, and it's good to see her, as Kalia Wabin, also an 8th grader. And a talent in the making here, along with Brooklyn Miller, who's in, and now another substitution. In for Cooper is number 12. That's India Kirkwood, the senior, coming in to replace Jayla Relaford, who had a nice first half so far for the Cooper Hawks. And that shot, the second one by Frazier, goes in. And back to a 6-point lead. Patience Williams now across the timeline into the front court. hesitation there. Now below to Wobbin, and boy, she lost the dribble, but to Coleman's jump shot from the near side. Now Swan comes up, and they call a jump ball, and possession arrow favors Cooper. So that kind of amounts to a turnover here. And now a chance for Cooper to extend their 6-point lead with 3:09 to go, clock running. Into the front court, quick pass. I do like the ball movement of Cooper. Wheeler, they wheel it around now to Kirkwood, now at the top of the key. Number 1 makes it. That is Andrea Tribble. She averages 18 a game, and now an 8-point lead, the largest of the night for Cooper, as Miller gets it in across the timeline and quickly gets it to Patience Williams now. She hands it off to Coleman, back down to Williams. She gets pushed from underneath. No foul call, and it's gotten there by number 1, Tribble. Her rebound, her dribble off the mark. Rebound, though, goes to Frazier, and she puts it in. And suddenly it's 11-point lead, and this is the run I was worried about for the Red Knights. Letting it get away from them here late in the first half. Cooper really putting the pressure on here. And they got a push off on Brooklyn Miller. Offensive foul. She used her arm to push off, and there is the missed layup, and then the rebound by Frazier. Having a nice night there, that woman right there. Number 2, Bree Frazier, just a 9th grader. And now they forced a turnover, and they smell blood here. Cooper does, no question about it. Into Wheeler, 11-point lead now. Dribbles, nice. Patience Williams playing great defense. Oh, she goes down hard. On her own accord, though. It was her own force. But great defense. Boy, they are just going hard at each other and getting it there, pulling it up, and just her own. She got it away from Wheeler, and she didn't have to use that much effort, and it took her down to the ground. And now look at Brooklyn Miller, though. Wow, great ball handling skill. She tried to split the defense, and Wheeler steals it. She comes all the way down, and her scoop layup there. I don't question that form there. Cost her the 2 points. I don't know if she was showboating there a little bit. I didn't really feel that way, but, you know, that's not the proper way to make a layup. It's those little things that'll cost teams in the playoffs especially. And now we got a foul as Coleman brought it into the front court. 1:51 to go, Benilde down 11. They'd like to get that into single digits here before half, get some sort of momentum. Into Brooklyn Miller, though, on the far wing. She gives it to Coleman. She tries the baseline, comes right in, and she gets fouled. No, that's not a jump ball. Did they call that a jump ball? She had the baseline, comes right in there. She could have given it to Wobbin, and oh yeah, that's a foul. And she'll shoot 2. With both his hands up there, at first from my vantage point, it looked like it was another jump ball call. So that's number 2, Sophie Coleman, the junior guard. The 1- and 2-point shot, and off the rim. Cooper now with 17 fouls. Red Knights now for the final 145 will be in the bonus, 1-and-1 bonus. Meanwhile, the Red Knights just have 14 fouls, so they have a couple fouls to give. All right, off the make, 10-point differential, 28-18, 142 and counting. Cooper into the front court now. That is Relaford, and they're playing a matchup 1-on-1 there. You can see where Miller shifted defense over to Swan. So that's what they call a matchup zone. And Wheeler, meanwhile, takes a pass from Relaford and bounces it in off the backboard. And Williams really hacked her, and not well enough. As Mimi Wheeler are able to muscle that ball in, and now she'll go to the line for a 3-point play and a 12-point lead right now. Could make it 13, and she does, 31-18. And now Miller will check out, and Olivia Olson will come back in. Nope. Actually, Wobbin will check out. So Miller, the 8th grader, along with Olivia Olson, Coleman, and Patience Williams. 2 seniors, a junior, and 2 8th graders. And that's Olivia Olson bringing it up against this high-pressure defense, although they're not pressing him like they were right away. With just 1:19 to go and in foul trouble. Cooper doesn't want to give up any more fouls here before the second half. Now Olsen drives the baseline around Wheeler, wings it back to Patience Williams, who delivers the three off the back of the rim. Rebound goes into Coleman's arm, turnaround jump shot, short. And Wheeler with the rebound. 1:03 to go. Gives it up to Frazier. Frazier pushes the ball up the court to the right side. And that is Wilford coming right in with a running layup as she goes right by the defense, and now it gets kicked, and it's going to be off of number 15, Autumn Johnson. Benilde will get possession with 51.7 seconds to go. And they are down 13. Boy, a three-point shot here to cut it to 10 would be just enough to go into the locker room with some momentum here. And they are going to wait for the last shot, it appears. Maybe not, as she maybe just was listening from instructions. It's being sent out by Coach Swan. Now that is Brooklyn Miller, 34.3. Oh, I wish she would have shot that ball. She had an opening. Now she gets it underneath, and she passed up another shot, although she was guarded by the much taller, and that leads to a turnover, and Cooper down. And they said it went off the Red Knights. So Cooper will retain possession. I'm not sure why that is. That should have went off Cooper. That's a bad call. That should be Red Knight ball. Now the inbounds pass gets to number 2, or no, Rutherford, and she delivers a 3. Or they call that a 2. Looking at the scoreboard, 10 seconds now. Red Knights down 15. Must have been a two-pointer. Foot was on the line. Now Olsen, 4.5. Miller passes up the shot. She's got to start shooting. And they're too late. Won't count if she had made it. And that is the buzzer signaling the end of half number 1. Our score, 33 Cooper, 18 Benilde. Come on back for half number 2.
New message.
Your social security number has been suspended. If you do not contact us, your account will be deactivated.
Scammers are aggressive when they contact a potential victim. Social Security Administration employees will never threaten you for information or promise benefits in exchange for information. In those cases, the call is fraudulent and you should just hang up. Don't provide any personal or financial information to these thieves. Call the Social Security Fraud Hotline at 1-800-269-0271.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are at the Hobbins Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, bringing you Metro West girls basketball featuring the Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks taking on the home Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights. If you're just joining us, that's our score, 33-18. It was a lot closer than that for the majority of the first half. In the last 5 minutes, Cooper was able to force some turnovers and turn them into fast break points, and then extended their lead to 15 here. So we're about to begin half number 2. Cooper been employing the full court press off of made shots, and it's worked quite effectively. Benilde has missed some easy shots underneath the basket, which would have helped. And so they need to clean that up just a little bit and take their time and not put that ball on the ground, because Cooper is their ball hawks out there. Their nickname fits their personality. They're hawking that ball at every opportunity with their superior speed on the court. And so we're about to begin. The throw-in will be with Cooper. They're in white with blue trim. Red Knights in their home dark red uniforms, and they'll be defending the basket to our right. Cooper will throw it in, and that is number 1, Andrea Tribble, averaging 18 points a game, and she had a great first half after a slow start. Okay, now down low quickly, and ball batted out of bounds by Sophie Coleman. So good defense there to start for Benilde. Cooper will retain possession. Just underway here, half number 2. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. We're streaming live on YouTube, and ball batted by Wolf, but it goes right to Tribble, and she takes the 3. And she is hot right off the bat here in the second half, and now it's an 18-point lead for the Cooper Hawks. And down low is Olivia Olsen, tried to get it to Coleman, and now a three-point shot from Swan, and they're gonna need her to be hot. We were here last week, and she must have missed 6 or 7, only making 1. And she'd already missed 2 in the first half, but it's nice to see her answer that with 1 in the first half. And now off the miss, that's Olivia Coleman, and she pushes up to Swan, and she's hot now. If she can make that one off the back of the rim, though. Tried to go for 2 in a row. And the ball was on the ground. They were wrestling for it, and I think they're gonna call a side out, and Benilde will retain possession. So 15-point lead is still the lead for Cooper after both teams traded 3-point shots. And now throwing into Olsen. She drives baseline out to Swan. She'll shoot it way off the mark. She misses everything. Disappointing if you're a Red Knight fan, for sure. Now Autumn Johnson, who couldn't hit anything in the first half. I think she missed every one of her shots. And that brings her coach off the bench, Rasheem Simmons. She was incredibly cold first half, and now she makes her first one, a nice jump shot from about 15 feet at an angle, and there's a whistle, and they're gonna call a foul on Cooper. Let's see this play right there. Oh, it's more like 8 feet. Nice shot there, swish. She really struggled first half, and I haven't seen her play before, but you knew she was better than that, and that one goes in. That had to feel good for her. Okay, now Wolf drives the baseline and gets the baseline and does draw the foul. So Cooper giving up that baseline, but Benilde just unable to convert in the points, and that's a foul on Autumn Johnson there, number 15 with the hold, as Wolf tried to drive the baseline. So first team foul on Cooper in the second half. No, that's second team foul, excuse me. And third foul for Autumn Johnson. She remains in the game. Olivia Olsen could have called the travel, and she gets that little one to go. And boy, they need to get her going. That's got to feel good for her. She struggled in the first half as well, but it's nice to see that underneath shot go in, as she struggled there for what I've seen her now our third game. Now Wheeler off the mark, rebound. Olivia Olsen walks the tightrope and gets up to Coleman, and she's over the timeline with some speed. Almost a travel. And a shot from the outside, 3-point shot by Rutherford. Fans were calling for a travel there. Kind of looked like it could have been, but she got away with it. And now it is just a 12-point lead for Cooper. As Benilde starting to show some resilience here in the first half. And the energy is picking up in the gymnasium here at the home court. And now on the line, turnover against Cooper. So Benilde getting on a roll here. Just under 16 minutes to go. Oh, there's no travel there. 3-point shot signaled by the official, and nice shot by number 12, Tyrena, just an 8th grader, Rutherford. Now Olsen brings it in, now gets it up. Oh, she just got it to Wolf in time. Wheeler blocked her shot. Nice defense by Wheeler. And the ball's now in the hands of Andrea Tribble. Now in the corner to Rutherford, and gets it into Mimi Wheeler, and she knows what to do with it. Nice play by Cooper. 1-2 passes down low, puts it in. 14-point lead now for the Hawks. 15:25 to go here, but Benilde has started to show signs of life, but bad turnover there for the Red Knights. Nothing like a turnover to stop a run, and now Autumn Johnson is 2 for 2 in the second half, and that's gonna be trouble with a capital T for the Red Knights if she gets hot. She must have missed 8, 9, 10 shots in the first half. Missed every single one of them, and now she's 2 for 2 in the second half. And a 16-point lead again here for the Hawks. Just under 15 minutes to go. That is Wolf. Patience Williams mysteriously not in the game here to start the second half, and now a block by Wheeler coming over. Watch here, come here, and doesn't get her with the body, so great block there. And Olsen, can't believe it. The look on her face. Now she's underneath, and now coming back on the backside to steal up. Wolf puts it right up there off the back rim. Rebound, Autumn Johnson, who's having a great second half. Great rebound there. Tipping that ball to herself. Now in the front court, Wheeler, she'll step in just inside the 3-point line and nails it. And Cooper is running on all cylinders, and that brings Coach Michael Swan off the bench in a hurry, and he calls timeout with 14:25 to go. And back to an 18-point lead. Mimi Wheeler having an awesome second half as well, along with Autumn Johnson. Gets that lead back to 18 as we look at Michael Swan trying to find some answers here. His team got a nice run there, but careless again with the ball. And, maybe it's not even carelessness because Cooper's that quick and that good on defense. And they have a great record that exemplifies that at 15-6. As we look at Benilde's upcoming schedule after tonight, they're at Kennedy. Then they host the Storm of Chanhassen on Valentine's Day night, Friday night. And then at St. Louis Park. I think that will be the end of the regular season. No, they got to play, let's see, well, maybe not. Yeah, that should conclude the season at St. Louis Park. Always a great rivalry. Park was here a couple weeks ago, or maybe less, and got the better of the Red Knights. But this is a rebuilding year for the Red Knights. There's no question about that. They're playing a lot of 8th graders. In fact, Brooklyn Miller has just checked in. And I'm optimistic about their future. Miller, just an 8th grader, having a hard time getting away, but then she does. Nice pass in there by Wolf. That operated very well. Showed good poise there by both those players. Very impressive. Now they put on the ground their ball handling. And now a turnover for the Red Knights. And just some of that fundamental stuff of taking care of the ball is really costing him. And look how Mimi Wheeler able to get her hand in there without fouling. And now from the outside, Levy in the front court as we get back to live action. And Miller now struggling, and they steal it from her. These are tough learning experiences, but they'll go a long way in her career. Just an 8th grader, Miller. And now Mimi Wheeler shoots it up there, misses the rebound, and gets it again and puts it back. Now Wolf. Into the front court to Swan. Swan dribbles, now Miller. To Wolf. Still no Patience Williams here in the second half. I'm not sure why she's not in there. She even on the bench. Can't tell. Mysteriously, she had a good first half. She got her 1000th point. They had a little mini celebration. A couple classmates came out with signs. They gave her some roses. Yeah, there's Patience. She's on the sideline, and now Swan will come out, and in will be Wobbin. Not understand why Patience Williams is not on the court. She's their best player by far. Don't think she was in any foul trouble, and even if she was, you're down 20 here, Coach Swan. She doesn't appear hurt. She doesn't have her warm-ups on. Very curious. Okay, now Coleman will throw it in. Down 20, largest lead for Cooper with 13-21. Now Wobbin tries to get into Wolf and does eventually. Wolf gets double teamed, and now from the outside, Relevert hits her second three. Patience Williams is the first one out of her chair cheering from the sideline, but there she sits. Now from the outside, answering there. What a beautiful looking shot by Jayla Relaford. Relaford exchanging threes. 19-point lead now for Cooper. Now Brooklyn Miller gets it across the timeline, being guarded very closely there by Relaford. Gives it up to Coleman now. Coleman being guarded by Autumn Johnson. Coleman looking for penetration. Gives it up to Relaford. Now Relaford back to Wolf. Now Wobbin at the top of the key. She dribbles right to Coleman. Coleman comes right in and gets through the lane, but unable to make the shot, but drawing the foul instead, and will go to the line and shoot two. Sophie Coleman, there's Wolf in trouble, as often they have been. There's Relaford's nice three. Beautiful looking shot. That's her second or third tonight. Looking very comfortable out there. Tyrena Relaford, one of the 3 8th graders that's getting a lot of playing time for the Red Knights this season. That'll pay off down the line, no question about it, as number 2, Sophie Coleman, the junior, misses. As we look at Sophie Coleman there at the line. Her team down 19 with 12:35 to go. And that's short. Wheeler with the rebound. 4 team fouls for Cooper, 0 for the Red Knights here. Just under 12.5 minutes to go in the game. Second half here at the Hobbins Center. Down low to Autumn Johnson, and that's her first miss of the second half. Now the Red Knights, Coleman to Miller. Miller needs to develop a 3-point shot. If you're gonna play point guard, you gotta have that double threat to be effective. Otherwise, they're just going to crowd in underneath with to the taller folks. Gets herself open there. Now she drives, gives it up to Wobbin underneath. Wobbin, shot off the mark. rebound to Wheeler. Wobbin almost got it back though. 11:47 to go, second half. Wheeler on the drive, now gets in the hands of Miller. Turnover off Wheeler. Now she picks up her dribble, a cardinal sin, and she gets away with it. Now Wolf across the timeline, finds Wobbin underneath, wide open, but they quickly recover on defense, the Hawks that is. Now driving the lane, jump shot off the rim. Just poor shooting tonight for the Red Knights. Just tough all the way around. And Autumn Johnson makes her third short jumper from the right side. She's 3 for 4 now in the second half. And it's a 21-point lead now, largest of the night. Down right there in your foreground is Tribble, as Brooklyn Miller went around her, and I'm not sure, but she does look in pain. Ouch. Let's see what happened. Did her foot get stuck? Oh, here came she took a shot from Wolf at her left side. I don't know if it's a hip or a knee. And there's the shot by Wolf. Yeah, and I can hear the coach saying, you gotta talk. When that screen's coming out that high, the defense needs to let her come in. There's a screen coming because she just didn't see it. Ouch. I think she's gonna have a thigh bruise. I hope that's all it is. Charlie horse. That's what it seemed to me, yeah. Ouch, yeah, that right leg. She took it right on the thigh. That hurts, but looks like her joints are just fine. That's the main thing. That muscle, a lot better than a joint. She'll walk it off here behind the bench. Yeah, she took a shot. I think the kneecap, the Benilde defender, went right into that thigh. I expect she'll be back, though, if they keep it warm. Okay, while she works that out, now Frazier is in for her place. There's Levy now at the top of the key. Into Wheeler at the free throw line. Fakes the shot. Now she drives with the power dribble, then gives it up to number 0, Relaford. Relaford looking for room on the right side, gets it back to the top of the key. Now over to the left side. That is Frazier. Frazier back to Levy. Levy now to Relaford. And the bounce pass to Wheeler, almost stolen by Relaford for the Red Knights. Now Levy, 10:34 to go, second half. Levy, she'll launch it from way outside. And the rebound ends up in number 3, Bree Frazier's hand. No, that's Soma Kamara. But there's a turnover, and the Red Knights will take it down 19. They were down as much as 21. And they've got the full court press on once again here. Clock stopped at 10:23, second half. And Wolf gets it into Miller, and she gets it right back to Wolf. Smart move. Now you got to keep passing it, though. There we go. Now Miller in the front, over to the right side. Coleman on the right wing. Levy, now Wobbin sets the pick, and they do the screen and roll, and they do get it to her, but she's too far underneath the basket to do anything with it. But she does keep the ball rotating around. Nice job by Wobbin, recognizing she didn't have anything there and going right away. And Coleman, quick hands on by Bree Frazier, stops her drive in its tracks. 9:57 to go here, second half. Now Wobbin gets it down to Wolf, quick turnaround and unable to convert. So frustrating to watch. And the ball goes off of the Benilde Red Knights, so 9:52 to go, and Cooper with the ball, 19-point lead. Comfortably in control. Bringing the ball up, Jayla Relaford. Hands it off to Levy, quickly gets it down to Wheeler, who's got position, but her layup is off. Rebound off of Wheeler, no, off of Benilde, I guess. Throw in now for Levy. Underneath, right into Wheeler, and they call a foul on Wolf. No objection from Wolf. I thought she got all ball, but let's look more closely. Look at that arm bandaged up. Ouch. Foul on Wolf. That's her first. Quick inbounds, and she got her in the face. Yeah, that's a foul. Gotta call it. And Wheeler misses it. And now Swan will check in for Wolf. 4 team fouls for Cooper. 1 team foul for Benilde. 9:38 to go. Cooper in control here as they now boost that lead back to 20. 9:38 to go, and now the full court press. Wobbin into Swan. Swan to Brooklyn Miller. So both Williams and Olivia Olson on the bench. They're twin towers. Going with a completely different type of lineup. Miller. Coleman. Coleman now drives left side, hands it off to Relaford. Relaford to Swan. Good ball rotation here, but good defense by Cooper. And now the turnover. As they try to get it back, Wobbin puts her hands to her face. Very frustrating out there for the Red Knights. These are the growing pains, though, that you're going to go through when you're young and inexperienced. It'll be fun to see how much they improve next year, because I expect that. Just all this experience goes a long way in the long run. Okay, now on the far side, the short jumper rolls in, spins in. Nice shot there. Nice touch by Soma Kamara. Now Miller. Down 22 with 8:49 to go. Down low to Wobbin, a nice pass from Brooklyn Miller, and a nice lay-in there. Nice and easy touch there by Wobbin, and she gets it high off the glass. And now that brings a whistle and a timeout as she cuts the lead to 20. This is the kind of plays that we're going to see in the future. Beautiful recognition by Miller. Wobbin takes it, puts it right in there. Nice job by Kalia Wobbin, also an 8th grader. 8th grader to 8th grader. Lots of 8th graders out there playing as we look at the conference standings. And there's Chaska top at 7-0. They really are good. They're a top 10 team. Probably bound for the tournament unless Park or Cooper can knock them off. And we've seen St. Louis Park play. They've had young talent now. So I've been watching since they were sophomores or freshmen in both volleyball and basketball. And now they are starting to reap the rewards of those tough, lean years as they were getting their experience. And that's where Benilde I expect to be in a year or two. 6-2. They're 9-11 non-conference. I'm speaking of St. Louis Park. They've played some tough competition, which is they're trying to get ready for the tournament. But boy, they're going to have to run into Hopkins and that phenom, Paige Buchers, and she is something to watch, folks, if you've never seen her play. She is worth the price of admission to see her play in person. She's incredible. Okay, now here comes Cooper out of the timeout with the ball, a 20-point lead with 8:44 to go. Bree Frazier will do the honors, and she gives it up across the timeline to Jayla Relaford. They both had, almost Levy saves it, and a travel. She did change her pivot foot. I thought that looked strange, and the referee did too, and blew the whistle. Let's see here. Where's the, okay, she loses it. All right. Now, yeah, she changed her pivot foot. Right there. That was the walk. Now we have an injury here on the near side, away from the play, and boy, how did that happen? That is number 2, Bree Frazier, and that looks bad. Oh no. I don't know if it's a knee or what, but she's favoring her left side, and they're gonna get her off the floor. They're just gonna carry her. I did not see what happened there. Let's hope she's okay. But she didn't want to put any weight on that left side as we watch Wheeler lay it in. And I just looked over at Swan. He's very frustrated, and now he's going to call Wolfen. And, you know, where is Patience Williams tonight? I don't understand why she's not playing. We don't do post-game interviews, but that would be my first question for Swan. It's like, what's up with not playing Patience Williams? My goodness. It's her senior year, at least. Maybe she doesn't want to play. I don't know. I doubt that very much. Just trying to get other people experience, maybe with different combinations, I guess, is what he's doing, which makes some sense, too. But, boy, you're a senior. You want to play all you can here, especially as the season dwindles down. All right, now Brooklyn Miller and also Olivia Olson hasn't seen much action here in the second half. Their 2 best players are on the bench all of the second half here, and now we got a turnover against Miller. Maybe he doesn't want him to get hurt. I don't know. Tough to understand. Okay, now Cooper will throw it in. And that is Relaford. 22-point lead, 7:50 to go. Down low to Mimi. Wheeler, and she draws the foul, and she'll go to line and shoot two, and that'll be Benilde's second team foul on number 24, Wolf. There's Levy in under low, and you know, she's hard to stop. She reminds me of like Shaquille O'Neal out there. Kind of has a style similar to his. Former Laker great. He won, what, 5 or 6 world titles for the Lakers, NBA titles. Okay, now Levy will sit down. I'll keep an eye out if they bring back Bree Frazier as Samoa Kamaras checks in now, number 3. And Wheeler makes that shot, 24-point lead now, the largest of the night. 7:44 to go. Swan turns it over, and a quick lead pass by Wheeler, and that is Kamara with the lay-in, and it's now a 26-point lead. Miller, and they're still pressing him. Nice pass by Miller to Swan on the right side, and she'll pull up on the right wing. Goes right by Relaford, though. Now Miller with it, and underneath to Wobbin. Wobbin, oh, between the legs of Wheeler to Wolf, and she, oh, wish she would have made that. What a replay that would have been. Huh? The bounce pass under, I think it went between her legs, unless my eyes deceive me. Still a fun entertainment highlight there. You don't see that happen very often. Very creative by Wobbin. Clock continues to run, 7 minutes off the miss. Now Benilde in the front court, Miller. Wolf. Boy, Miller never looks for the shot. And I'm not saying she has a shot. She's pretty diminutive out there right now. And there's some tall characters that she's going against, so they'd likely be blocked. So not a bad idea. Now we got a foul, and it could have been a turnover, but they're going to call the foul on Cooper. And that'll be their 6th-team foul, which will put Benilde in the bonus with 6:42 to go. We look at Wolf come over, talking to Coach Michael Swan, the head coach. She turns back towards the play, and now Relaford will throw it in for a chance. And now Swan will check in here again. And still I look over there and I see Patience Williams and Olivia Olson on the bench for the entire second half, almost certain. Olson may have been in there early on, but she hasn't been back. Now Wheeler. And the nice give and go to Autumn Johnson, and she's 4 for 5 in the second half. Nice to see. She really struggled in the first half. Now Miller almost gives it up, and now she gets it ahead to Wolf. I will say this about Brooklyn Miller. She does see people open when you don't think she can. Now off the miss. Look at that pass, folks, by Relaford. That's big time. And look at that pass by Relaford. That was also almost big time, but great defense there by Anissa Wolf for the Red Knights. But just to see that, Relaford, junior guard. Now she's in there with Tribble. Still don't see Frazier. They carried her off several moments ago with looked like a pretty serious joint injury. Couldn't tell what it was, the hip, the knee, or the ankle. My guess is it could have been a knee. I didn't see any immediate swelling though. And oh, Wheeler's shot spins out. Wolf now, all the way down, overthrows Swan, and my goodness. It's tough out there for the Red Knights, no question about it. They're down now 28, is now checking in as number 10. That's Jace Herman or Cooper. She'll bring the ball up. This will be her first minutes of the game, as it looks like Coach Simmons will go to the bench here. Now that's Autumn Johnson on the wing, being guarded by Swans. Now bounce pass to Tribble. Tribble steps back, now gives it off to Relaford. Relaford will shoot the 3, and it gets blocked by Coleman. And Wolf doesn't able to get it, and it almost gets knocked away by Johnson. Now Brooklyn Miller has it, and does give it up after struggling there for a minute. Now Coleman drives the lane on the left side, and the ball gets caught. And they're gonna call travel rather than a foul. And there's that ball wedged in there. And the referee is able to jump up and get it down. Nice job there. Good style points, I say, referee. And now Cooper with the ball and a chance to go up by 30 points with 5:20 to go. Benilde in the bonus, but I think it's gonna be not enough to get back into this one. Now I see Olivia Olson off the bench, gonna check in here. A little late. Now Wheeler down low to Rutherford. Her short jumper from the side gets in Autumn Johnson's hands, and that woman is now 5 for 6 in the second half. 10 points after going scoreless in the first and missing about 10 shots. And Miller almost taken away by Wheeler, but she recovers nicely now inside to Coleman, and she takes the left side. She gets hit on the elbow or on the shoulder while shooting, and she'll go to the line now with 4:43 to go. That 17 foul. Here's the replay. Nice look underneath by Wobbin or Swan. Yep, got her right there on the arm. And as Olivia Olson knows, she still hasn't checked in. She will be here shortly. And that hits the rim, and now she'll check in for Swan. No, excuse me, that was number 10 in there playing. My fault. That was Bella Davison who fed Olson, so my fault there. Misidentifying that player. Bella Davison, the 9th grader, had a nice pass underneath, which led to these 2 free throw attempts by Coleman. 30-point lead for Cooper. And that is off the rim. Nothing going very well here for the Red Knights, especially in the second half. I don't even know if they've scored 10 points here in the second half. I think they had 18 in the first half, that's right. So they've not quite doubled that. They've scored 16. And there's a foul underneath by Olivia Olson. That'll be the team's 3rd, and probably her first. Number 11. That is her first personal. 4:22 to go, throwing underneath, and the quick shot to Johnson. She misses, and the rebound gets to Benilde. Nice job there by Coleman. Getting into Olson. Olson ahead to Brooklyn Miller. And we got a timeout by Coach Michael Swan while his team has possession in the front court. And there's 4 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Benilde on a 6-game losing streak, as you can look and see where you can access us on YouTube. For almost all sports except for playoffs, it looks like we don't have the right to stream that live, but next week, so we have a playoff game that won't be streaming live, but you can get it on Comcast. Or no, not even on Comcast. So you can see it the next day if you go to ParkTV16.com or something like that. As we look at the Red Knight home fans there, not a lot to be happy about. Glum faces, but that is authentic. Their team is down 30 here. And let's see, we've got, looks like Olivia Coleman is back on the bench again. Not getting a lot of playing time there. So coach must be just wanting to balance out the minutes, knowing that, you know, winning this game is pretty much, not pretty much, it's over in terms of trying to win the game. So I think he's just getting experience, trying different combinations, which I think is a good idea. And 4 more players now. Swan really going to his bench now, trying to get experience for some players that we haven't seen very much. 4 players will be coming in for Benilde, and they include number 5, Francisca Neer, a junior guard. Number 23, a sophomore forward, Sophie Hone. And then Rutherford has seen action, and sitting down will be Coleman and Swan and Wolf, and that will probably be it for them for the night. Is their team down 30 with 3:52 to go, and now I see Cooper is going to be going to their bench. They've already started to do that a little bit with that woman right there, number 10, Jace Herman, now drives it in the front court. She gets the return pass, goes off her hands, and Cooper does retain possession. Not an over and back call there. And that's number 12 with it, India Kirkwood, the senior. Now Autumn Johnson down low to number 32 is now in the game. That's Pauline McCarthy, just a freshman. So Cooper also getting their younger players in with experience. And now Davison comes up with a steal for Benilde, and she puts it on the dribble and gets it ahead to number 23, drives it, and she draws the foul. 23 is Sophie Sohm, S-O-H-M, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2 on the shooting foul. Nice pass ahead there by Davison. Good look there, and that was right for number 23, Sophie Hone, to go right to the glass, draws the foul, a chance to get in the scoring column tonight. And her free throw goes in. Nice job. Wearing bandages there on both her knees with some knee pads, and now checking in for Cooper's number 45. That is Samaria Martin, a sophomore, and sitting down will be Autumn Johnson, who really struggled in the first half but had a decisive role in the second half to contribute to their large lead here, now at 29 points as we look at Sohn make 2 in a row. So nice job there for the sophomore. 2 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Now, it almost carried the ball there, I thought, was number 10, Jace Herman, but she gives it up. Now down low to number 32, that being McCarthy. Her shot off the mark, but now the steal by number 5, who just checked in. Francesca Neer, the junior guard. Nice job by Neer. She takes the ball in the front court across the timeline. Gives it up to Sohn now, and Sohn draws the foul. Reaching in is number 12, India Kirkwood, the senior. And that'll be a one-on-one opportunity for Sohn, who's already 2 for 2 just a few moments ago. And that's the first time we've seen her in any of the ball games we've done here covering the Red Knight girls varsity basketball. Now sitting down for Cooper. Getting a round of applause is India Kirkwood, and in for her is number 30 for Cooper. That's Nakenya Stewart. Sophomore off the JV, getting some senior playing time. If they play the JV game, they can play 5 quarters, if I recall correctly, when I was in high school. So you can play 2 in the first half, or maybe it's just 4, and you can play on both halves in the senior. If you play in both halves of the first game, the JV game, then you're ineligible in the varsity game later. Okay, now into the front court. 27-point lead. Nice look down low. That's a travel. But they're going to call a foul instead. And you can see Coach Rasheem Simmons having a conniption attack there. He didn't like what he saw there. Maybe that was the travel. I think that's what they called. There had to be. Okay, now Bella Davison brings it in and gets down to Relaford. Had a hard time handling the pass, and she saves it right to Herman, who's going to bring it on a 2-on-1 break. Davison fouls her, and she lays it in, and that brings several of her teammates off the bench. As Herman off the bench drives the court, Davison, I don't think she touched her, but it looked bad, and so she's not protesting, although you really can't do that very well as we look at Jace Herman there with the nice drive, the length of the court off the steal, and now she has a chance for a 3-point play of her own. Putting in some decent minutes for Cooper here. And with that make, if it goes in, it would have been a 30-point lead. Rebound though, off, and attempting to get it there was number 5, Francesca Neer, and it got knocked out of bounds by Cooper as she kind of tackled Neer. So Wabin will throw it in to Davison. Davison facing some pressure, goes right by the defender. Now in the corner, Relaford will shoot a 3. She can make it, and rebound to Sohn, who's playing very well off the bench. Going up and getting that rebound and forcing the jump ball. The possession arrow does favor Cooper, but Sohn at the free throw line, making shots, getting rebounds. That's her second one, basically, and she tied it up, which will give her team the possession arrow. Now that is Herman into the front court. Gives it up to 32, McCarthy. McCarthy now back to Herman, and she's fouled from behind by Francesca Neer. Prodding her just a little too much. Still not in the bonus, though. That will probably be, that's the 15th foul for Benilde, as opposed to 9. So now Benilde's in the double bonus if they're fouled again. But in the front court, Herman to the left side to McCarthy, down low. That's a travel. Oh, they're going to call a charging foul there, maybe. But, yep, charge. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, she just barreled into her. Not sure Sohn had position, but I think the intent there is number 45, Martin, was going to push her way in there regardless, and that's how she got the charging call. So 10th team foul, but not a shooting situation when it's an offensive foul, even though they're in the bonus. And now Davison draws a foul. Cooper, number 31, who checked in, just catching that now. That's Aaliyah Newman, the sophomore. Will send Davison to the line for the double bonus. 29-point lead for Cooper. After a slow start, they were down 5-0. They really went on a roll and never looked back. after the opening minutes of half number 1. And now a bunch more players going to check in for Benilde, including number 15, Kiera Corwin, a junior forward, number 20, Maria Hasper, a junior guard, and also number 14, Sierra Hansen, a junior forward. And sitting down will be Blobin and Coleman and Miller. 1:38 to go here. And Davison makes the free throw. And she checks out, and checking in there is Maria Hasper. So all subs here to finish out the game, which is what both coaches should be doing. I know as a player who rode the bench for my younger years, you do appreciate getting out there, even if it's just mop-up time. Okay, now number 31. Newman down low. McCarthy shot off the mark. Rebound goes to number 16. And she gets tied up by number 45, Martin, number 16. Oh no, who is that? That is number 15, excuse me. Kiera Corwin, though, showing her tenacity in that jump ball with the possession favoring Benilde. She does get the turnover for the Red Knights, so nice job there by number 15, Sierra Corwin, the junior forward. Now on the far side, Francisca Neer. Now the top of the key, number 14, that's Sierra Hansen. Now Neer on the far side, 58 seconds to go here. Benilde down 28, nice pass by Neer, gets it to Corwin, and she draws the foul, and she'll shoot 2, and I think she's 4 for 4 from the line. And she was in good position, nice give and go there by Neer. She comes over to her coach, who congratulates her, as he should. Look, she drove baseline and gave it up. That's a beautiful play by Neer. And then Neer goes straight up, draws the foul, go to the line, get 2 points with the clock stopped. And there she's with 5 in a row. These girls should be getting more playing time the way they're playing like that. Same routine, and off the mark there. She's 5 for 6. Now down low underneath, Sohn, good defense, and it goes off of number 31, Alaya Newman, rushing it there a little bit, but you can expect that. When you don't get on the court very much, you kind of want to get your shot up there, get in that scoring column. Show the coach you can do something. Now on the near side, double team was number 14, Hansen, but she gets away with it and gets it over to Corwin. Her shot short off the rim from the free throw line. Extended, now into the front court, Newman, and she draws a foul from number 20 of Benilde, Maria Hasper. So lots of fouling here, which is to be expected. 29.5 seconds to go. 27-point lead for the Cooper Hawks, and they get the ball into number 45, Martin. Now at the top of the key, that's number 30, Nakina Stewart. And almost stealing it was Neer, and there's going to be an over and back. She forces it, and Herman can't believe it for Cooper. And I'm not sure I got a good enough look at it to give an opinion, as 14 throws it in. Hansen now down in the far corner to 15. That is Corwin, and a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors Cooper. So 45, Martin over there on the far side ties up Corwin, and that's a turnover on Corwin. And now they'll show some press here with 13.4 seconds, and that is Neer. And Herman does a nice job controlling the ball, getting it safely into the front court. Bounce passes it to Newman. Newman drives the right side on the wing, pulls up. Now Herman along the sideline, being guarded very well by Neer, and that is your final buzzer. And your final score here from the Hobbins Center. The Cooper Hawks extend their record to 16-6. Benilde falls to 6-17, and that is your final score. So for Paul Broden, our producer, for Ravi, Kurt, and Nick on camera, I'm Robert Christensen. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again tomorrow night. We'll be broadcasting the hockey game, Benilde, first round of the playoffs.